Good morning, saints. I hope everyone is doing well. I wanted to talk to you guys today about knowing God, knowing the God of the Bible, knowing the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I realized that I got to know this God not on mountaintops but in valleys. I got to know him in the fire and in the water, not in victories. So one of the reasons why I know that I finally know this God, that I see people that are sick but they still praise. I see people that are about to lose their houses but they still praise, and I could never understand it. And I finally know this God because I trusted him. I allowed him to move in my life. I allowed myself to be in situations where he was allowed to move, where his power could be fully displayed in my life. A perfect example of that is provision. You know, when it's the 11th hour and you need this one thing, God comes through at the 11th hour, at the very last hour, just to prove to you that he is the one that can do it, that he is the only God that can come through for you in that way. After you tried all your efforts, you call this person, that person, you tried to borrow here and there, you tried to fix this, how and this, and it didn't work. And that's a blessing from God because he wants you to know him as the God that is the provider. One of his names is Jehovah Jireh, and it means God, my provider. He says in Isaiah that he created you, he made you, and he will sustain you for the rest of your life until you're gray and old. God wants you to know him like that, but he can only show you that part of him if you allow him. If you're in a situation now, pray to him. Try to listen to his voice, because it's very difficult to hear the voice of God if you already decided for him what he should say. Forget your ego, forget your panic, forget everything you know, and listen to him. Let him lead you, let him guide you. The God of the Bible is the God that we serve today. But I realize a lot of people don't know that God because they don't allow him to move the way that he wants to move. My message to you today is trust him. Trust him in your despair. Trust him in your situation. We have Esther, that at the 11th hour God came through. We have Moses, that at the 11th hour God split open the sea. Try to know that God, because if there's one thing about God, he doesn't fail. And even if you feel that he does, why are you still standing? Why are you still breathing? How come you're listening to this message? If God failed you, you wouldn't be alive today. I need you to trust him and just to give him a chance. That's my message for you today.